The first for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So to take over on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 66 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. 35-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Taken down and sacked. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Third down and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The quarterback sacked. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He's just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2nd and 9 now. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brought down at the 48.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route.
Complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
on play action. They'll throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's on the pickup. Brings up.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, the ball carrier.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they give this time to the tailback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
The tackle made at the 24.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down, Bills.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find
the first catch, first target. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Buffalo.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 1. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Complete. Jefferson the target. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
The pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin in the Windy City, where the New York Giants have made the trip to take on Chicago. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Drew Brees has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 35-24, the final score. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Titans hoping to get into the win column for the first time this year as they play in front of their home crowd. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Bills to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Are you serious?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he'll give it here to his running back. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They're going to look to throw.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard.
No gain on the play. It's now third down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, fighting off the defender. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Bills send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. We always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Number 84.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up third.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43-yard
line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever... And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 21 yards. And the Bills will move the chains.
First down, Buffalo.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Fights loose. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards to go.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
after the made field goal. Back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Miami set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 2.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No point.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At the 37-yard line.
And he will find his man on the outside. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. William Golston in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So